Hey everyone, I'm Roberto Toledo. I was born in Houston, Texas as a child. From Houston, Texas, I moved to Warner Robins, Georgia, where I went to school and kind of grew up to become a teenager. And then from there, I moved back to Houston, Texas. And in Houston, Texas, I started hanging around the wrong crowd. And I had a different type of mindset. Like I was a little crazy or whatever. But anyways, I was young and dumb, and I ended up getting in trouble with the law. So they sent me from Houston. They sent me to North Carolina, where I had some uncles at in Greensboro, and I started working over there. And the main purpose that I'm making this video is because I'm 30 years old, and I have nothing to show for my life. Like I've lived my life really bad. Like I don't even get the pretty girls. I get some decent looking girls, but as a, to be honest, who wants that in life? Like I really think we shouldn't live like that. We have one life, and yes, I'm smoking marijuana right now, but it's for medical purposes, and I will tell you in other videos why it's medical purposes. I should really be eating it and not smoking it because my lungs are pretty bad already since I haven't really been living a good and healthy life. But, anyways, my message is I think recently I have found God, or I just opened up my eyes as the way the world is. And the position I am in my life, I brought this upon myself for not understanding the world and not understanding how life in general actually is. And I'm starting to appreciate a lot of simple and basic things, like first of all, having a roof over my head, and second of all, just the simple stuff in life. And I think we should all understand number one, before anything, is whether I'm not a very religious man, but we should all believe in God. There is a God, and He did make us all, and it's in the Bible, everything that we need to know and the way we need to live our lives. I'm not saying go to church. It's not a bad thing if you do. I don't criticize people that go to church. If that's what they like and that makes them a better person, well, that's good for them. I'm not very, I consider myself a Christian, but not a very religious person. I curse a lot, I sin a lot. I, the Bible itself says we are sinners, and I sin a lot. I really do. I have a lot of work to do to perfect myself, and I will never be perfect. Only Jesus Christ was made in His image and perfect, pretty much. But we are all human, like I said, and I think the marijuana is starting to kick in. But anyways, God, we should all understand God is number one, and He comes first. If we don't believe in God, we don't believe in that, we actually have no purpose in life because we don't believe in it, we don't understand it, we don't do nothing like that. So we need to believe in number one, there is a God, and He made us, and He comes before anything or anybody in this world, and we should keep the faith. No matter what it is, no matter, don't judge me. He's the only one that can judge me. If I am wrong, I will be punished for my wrongdoings, but that will be my judgment day, and He will decide that, nobody else. So number two, I believe we should take care of our bodies before we worry about anything in life, any task, any daily activities. We should worry about our bodies because He has given us a body. This is the temple for the Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit is in us. He has given us a body to do what we want with it. He's letting us borrow it. He's letting us borrow life. He's given us a chance to do what we want with our life. Every saying they have, most of them are correct. Life You have to live it. You don't want to spend your life and only have horrible memories, because I believe that will be your hell after we die. So whenever I say our body and life comes in third place. We have to live our life. That is number three. We have to live our life and do with it as we please, as we want to make it. The way we want to live our lives, that's the way we should make it. We should go forth that. And right now, my life is nothing the way I want it to be. Look at me. Hell. Well, right now I weigh about 310 to 320 pounds. But just a few months ago, I weighed about 360. That's whenever I'm starting being more appreciative of life, period, and understanding God a little bit more. And I want to change my life. I'm going to lose a lot of weight, and this is why I'm making this video, because I want to change my life. I'm going to change my life. I'm making this video because I see a future that is different than what I'm living now. This is not what I'm going to have in a few years from now. This is temporary. Everything in this world is temporary. This is my dog, this is my companion, this is a blessing from God, and he is actually a pit bull and half bully, and this dog is truly a blessing because he is not an aggressive in any way, shape, or form to anybody, and as much as they say pit bulls are bad, he is a creation of God. He was just asleep, and I just grabbed him, and I do with him as I please, and he does not attack, he does not do anything. He is a good boy. But that is way off topic. So back to the subject. Number two is our body. Keep our faith in God and know that we are alive because of him. And number two is our body. We have to take care of our body. Everything we put in our body has a big effect on our lives. Whether you're in a bad mood every day, whether you're overweight like I am right now, and I used to be in a very bad mood and I had no energy. I was always in pain. And lately, I'm on the go. I have plenty of energy. I can get up. I can do whatever I feel like if I only weigh about 110 pounds. But that's only because of what I've been putting in my body lately. We have to eat healthy. I'm not saying go eat salads. We have to eat very balanced. Proteins, our greens, our fruits. We have to eat everything balanced. We need a little bit of everything. And for all the Christians out there that believe that we should not drink any alcohol, search it up in the Bible. It says we should have a glass of wine a day to kill to help out our immune systems and to kill all bacteria and all the infections or anything like that. But it's in the Bible. It says to drink a glass of wine a day. That way we could keep our bodies healthy and good, and to fight off bacteria and all that stuff. I'm not saying go out and get drunk, but if you do drink a few beers, it might be any habit that we do more than frequently or as often is a sin and is already bad. So we shouldn't do it. And understanding God, like I said, was number one. So we have to understand, of course, we're sinners and we're going to do a lot of bad stuff. And right now I'm doing something unlawful, which is smoking marijuana. But it is for medical purposes. And like I said, I'll explain it later. But if we follow God as number one, we have to understand. It says in the Bible, he is the God of peace. Before the commandments, we have to understand peace. We have to keep the peace. We have to live our life peaceful. We want peaceful things for all of our family. We don't want our family living bad. That's because that's the Holy Spirit in us telling us we have to be peaceful. Everything in life, we have to be peaceful. Look at this big old bully right here with me. He's nice and peaceful. It's great. It's beautiful. So we have to keep the peace. That is understanding God. You have to know he is the God of peace. So as long as anytime you come to a red light, somebody flicks you off, instead of getting all mad and normally you'll want to flick them off back or probably even get out of your car and probably beat his ass or whatever. But before you do all that, remember, we have to keep the peace. If you keep the peace, nothing bad will happen from you going out and him fighting, big old, y'all both go to jail. Ain't no telling what'll happen. If you just kept the peace, all that would be, you would get away from all those problems. So understanding God, like I said, is number one and very important. And there is a lot to understand about him. I don't really think there is a human being in this world that understands God the way he wants us to understand him. Whether it's a preacher or a reverend, I'm pretty sure there are people that are close, but nobody understands him that I know of or ever heard of. Nobody understands him the way that I think he should be understood. And yeah, and number three, like I said, is life. So after you take care of your body and you make sure you're going to be good, that will keep you away from anything, any health problems, any issues. That'll keep, like me, I'm obese. I'm starting to get a cough from smoking. If I took care of my body and I did as the Bible says, I would not be having those issues right now. Our life is as we make it. So yeah, I'm pretty messed up right now, physically, emotionally, health-wise, financially. Every way there is, I'm not good. I haven't paid my taxes in about, I'm going on to 12 years, and I need to get onto that before I end up getting sent to prison or something, which I do not want, but only God will decide, and I will see with time what will happen. And if I do go to jail, it will not be God's fault. It will be my fault because it was all my wrongdoing. I should have paid attention to the laws of man, and I should have been on that and taken care of that. So I'm only making this video because I believe with time, by following these 3 steps of living our lives, with time, I will change and see a big old difference in my life. So, and I work every day, so if you don't have a job, that should be, you have to understand, live your life. Without a job, we really have, we have nothing to live. There is nothing. And with your eating right and everything, if you just follow those 3 steps, you're going to be set in life. There is nothing you will not be able to accomplish. So it's pretty much discipline. Like, we have to understand God is number 1, take care of our body. Number 2, because that is the gift that God has given us to have life. Whether we're going to live and die, our purpose, that is our purpose, to live and die. But our life is ours. He's not even ours. It is borrowed. He's letting us borrow it until we die. So he's giving us a chance to make good memories and have a good time. And our afterlife, if we make good memories and have a good time, our afterlife shouldn't be too bad. Because if you don't do wrong things, if you keep it peaceful, if you try to live a great life, a normal life, I'm pretty sure, heck, you're going to live good. You're going to have money. You're not going to have a lot of issues that people normally have when you start getting away from God's plan. It's the way of life. So I'm only making this video just for y'all to follow up with me with time. We will see what happens. And I'm also taking ecstasy. I'm on ecstasy right now for medical purposes as well. And in the future, on following videos, I will tell you why. So I have a pretty messed up life, but I think I have found God in a new, different way. But I have a lot of work to do. So maybe I'll lose a few pounds next video you see me. Maybe I might look a lot different. Maybe I might look a lot healthier, better. Maybe I might not be smoking marijuana no more. Maybe, who knows? Anything can happen. So, like I said, this is just for purposes. I probably won't have not 1 or 2 followers, so I really don't care. It's just to keep it profile. I know nobody wants to see me talk on this and tell you how I feel, but it's profile. So anyways, just keep track with me, and please, if you want to live good and right, just follow those 3 steps. Believe in God, believe there is a God and he made us, and believe everything we do, we should do it for him and give thanks to him, even though I don't. I'm a sinner, but I really should. And I will try to do it today, and hopefully I will do it. But anyways, I'm already tired of talking, so yeah, this is my very first video I've ever made on YouTube, and hopefully with time we'll see a change, and y'all tell me what y'all think. And if I can do this, if I can change from this to whatever my future holds, anyone can